Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all the praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak, Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations, much love and respect to you, Akim, out there pushing this word out in truth and sincerity. This is your brother Chai Napash coming at you with another lesson. And this is going to be proof for you carnal Israelites to see that there are Irish people, okay, that are actually Israelites, and they look like so-called white people. And I had to do this because I came across this video, and there was a video of an Irishman that came to one of the Israelite camps. Of course, he came with folly. You know, he was doing some type of prank. But, you know, the Israelite didn't accept him. The Israelite group didn't accept him because, you know, of their carnal mind state towards people that look like other nations. You have to understand that Israelites are going to come looking like every nation under the sun. The Lord told us that he has scattered us amongst all people. Okay. And I'm going to play this video, and it's going to clearly prove what we've been saying about how Israelites, dark Israelites, so-called black people, ruled Europe. And they have offspring that look like this and paler, and even Israelites that have blonde hair and blue eyes. Okay. And I'm going to play this. I'm going to read this first. This is Isaiah 11:11. It says, and it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall set his hand again the second time to recover the remnant of his people, which shall be left from Assyria and from Egypt and from Pathros and from Cush and from Elam and from Shinar and from Hamath and from the islands of the sea. And he shall set up an ensign for the nations and shall assemble. Oh, Salakia. It says, and he shall set up an ensign for the nations, and shall assemble the outcast of Israel, and gather together the dispersed of Judah from the four corners of the earth. So Judah is dispersed throughout the four corners of the earth, but it's not just Judah. It's Judah, Benjamin, Levi, and also the northern kingdom that are dispersed throughout the four corners of the earth. We mentioned all these different nations: Assyria, Egypt, Pathros, Cush, right? These are where heathens dwell. But amongst these heathens, even though they may look like heathens and speak their language, there's Israelites. Okay? The scriptures say that my heritage is unto me as a speckled bird. Now let's play this video.
For an Irishman, you get pretty tan. You got some color. And you're not wearing a hat.
I'm actually black Irish.
Oh, careful.
Yeah.
Careful. This is on the internet. This can live forever.
No, I'm black Irish. It's a thing.
What is that?
It is, well, when the Moors came in, what happened was the North Africans came in around the west of Ireland, and that my family is originally from the west, from Galway, and they interfered with our sheep. And you end up with people like me that actually have, you know, I mean, I don't have dark skin, but I tan.
For an Irishman.
For an Irishman.
I mean, look at me. This is what most of your people look like.
Yeah, well, you're pale blue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm see-through is what they say. Easy to find a vein, by the way. For nurses, it's easy to find a vein. If you miss this, you're an idiot.
So you could clearly see, and I'll listen to the rest of this episode because going into the Black Irish with this individual. But you know, he clearly said, this gentleman here, he clearly said that he's Black Irish. Okay. And there's a lot of Israelites amongst the Irish people. I grew up around Irish people. I had a best friend that was an Irish man, an Irish kid at that time in school, and he was clearly an Israelite. His father was an Israelite, because obviously if he's an Israelite, his father has to be an Israelite. But I also believe his mother's an Israelite. Okay, because I never ever had any bad vibes from the mother. She always treated me like her own son. She always, you know, when I went to eat at their house, which I went a lot of times to eat at their house, the food was always good. You know, I never had any complaints. You know, it was always good. You know, the sisters had that attitude like the N-dub. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of Irish and other Irish people. I know Irish people that were in gangs and, that were just like, that love listening to Tupac. Okay? You understand what I'm saying? So you can't just be carnal and look at somebody because of their outward appearance and say, nah, this can't be an Israelite because of your emotions. You know, he has white privilege. Well, the Lord set this story up. This is not our story. This is the Heavenly Father's story. Okay. And matter of fact, let's go to we're not supposed to judge solely based on appearance. Okay, this is John 7:24. It says, judge not according to the appearance, but judge righteous judgment. So we're supposed to judge righteously, okay, not just according to appearance. And even when when Samuel was looking to find the king of Israel, you know, the Lord told him, don't be carnal, in not so many words. This is 1 Samuel's 16 and verse 6. It says, and it came to pass when they were come that he looked on Eliab and said, surely Yahweh's anointed is before him. But Yahweh said unto Samuel, look not on his countenance or the height of his stature, because I have refused him. For Yahweh seeth not as man seeth, for man looketh on the outward appearance, but Yahweh looketh on the heart. See, we have to think like how our Heavenly Father thinks. We can't think like how a carnal man thinks. We have to think like how the Heavenly Father thinks. And he looks deeper than the skin, okay, or deeper than the features, or even the way you talk, or the fact that he can't dance. Hey, some Israelites can't dance, right? You know? So, you know, hey, and even there's even cases where, you know, the father may even be a Edomite looking person and the person may still be a Jake. Or the father may be a dark skinned person and the person may be an Edomite or another nation. Right? So you have to have a spiritual eye. So anyways, Lord willing, this is edifying to the elect, and I'll say shalom.